So, Maekan is a media company and publication interested in the sights and sounds of creative culture. We publish stories every week that cover interesting people in creative media, or even on the peripheries of creative media, like this intersection. Like we do people who cook and also skateboard, and people who are fashion designers but also do video. We talk about where their inspiration comes from. We think, people are not so one-dimensional that they just want to talk about the thing that they're the most known for. They want to talk about these other parts of their lives that are also engaging. So can I talk to this person who's a famous fashion designer about the other thing they're pursuing? People tell stories about their own lives that might not even be the objective story. I think everyone has a narrative of how they reach this point, and sometimes that narrative serves your own purpose for how you want to see yourself. And the narrative that I tell about myself is that I'm a person who can do whatever you throw at me. And I guess that's like what I think they were drawn to, is that if we give this to Charis, she will problem solve her way into doing a good job. I definitely do not always feel confident. The confidence comes from believing really deeply that nobody out there really knows what they're doing. Like, I think it comes from, well, nobody has this perfect set of skills or this degree that gives them automatically with the certification to be a writer or a podcaster or a photographer. I genuinely think that if you have a desire to pursue something, you should. And obviously there are so many factors to consider, such as financial and family, etc., and everyone is different. But I want Maekan to be able to show a range of experiences, to be more inclusive of people in areas where they don't have access to creative communities in their own towns, and people who are maybe younger and don't know how to get into these communities, or the people who think you have to go to college or you have to get a full-time job as a designer before you can be creative. Like, those are the people that hopefully I want Maekan to reach. And maybe we don't have a perfect plan for how we get in front of these people, because they're in the media landscape nowadays, like the battle is mostly just penetrating through everything out there. But I know these people exist, and I believe that Maekan would be inspiring to them and would be an answer to questions they have and problems that they have. Not to cast shade on anyone specifically, but there's so many people out there who I see who have arguably less qualifications on paper than I do and way more confidence. So how come I can't feel that way as well? And that's like the attitude I have when I go into my work. I'm gonna bring my best as it is, and trust like that's more important than how many years I've done XYZ or whether I studied somewhere. And that's all I can do, right?